Alright guys, let's get some work done on the B7 RS4 today. So I bought a front lip, as you can see here in this big old box, for the B7 RS4, and I'm excited to get it put on. So this front lip here is actually the Maxton V2 version for the RS4. So let me go ahead and open up this box real quick and show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so here it is. Looks like the hardware is right down here, but here's the Maxton front lip for the B7 RS4 version 2. So let me go and unwrap that and put it under the car real quick to see how it is. And there it is. I kind of put it up to the bumper, and it actually sit really well against the bottom of the bumper. So let me go ahead and jack up the front, secure up the front, so that we can get this front lip install going. Alright, so the front is jacked up and secured, and before I get this video started, I just want to say, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel to help support my channel, guys. All you gotta do is hit that red subscribe button down below this video. Thanks, guys. Huh? It's under my wheels? Okay, we'll get it next time. Yeah, it's okay.
I step on it.
Okay, you're gonna step on it when it comes out? Okay. Alright guys, so the car is jacked up. And like I said earlier, when I kind of just brought it up to the front bumper of the lower portion of the bumper, it actually sitting pretty good. So I feel like this install is going to be pretty easy and straightforward, because you see all these grooves right here? It actually lines up to the lower part of the front bumper pretty well. So let me go ahead and mock it up with some tape and stuff to see how it sits and hold, and then you guys can see it from there. Alright, so here it is, mocked up, just taped up and held up by that bumper. But you can see how it's going to make the car look much more aggressive, how much that sticks out on each end and the front. Pretty excited. But like I said, here's the hardware. Comes with nut, washer and bolt, and just a basic installation instruction, because this is pretty straightforward. All you're going to do is drill holes in there and then bounce it up. So let me actually go ahead and get this installed and show you guys where I drilled and how many I drilled and how far apart I drilled each hole, and then just gonna mount it up because it's pretty straightforward. So let me go ahead and get this all mounted up. Alright guys, took a couple hours, got a little bit dark, but the lip is finally fully mounted. See there, looks pretty good, I'd say. Anyways, it's mounted pretty good actually. Let's here, press on it, you see that? It's definitely not going to come off if you utilize all of the screws that come with the kit and hardware kit. Yeah, it's on there pretty good. So there is a total of 16 nuts and bolts. There's 2 here, and then another 7 across there, and of course 7 across there. This is how I did it. I started at the end of each of the bumper first, because I did not want this part of the lip to surpass, you know, the curvature of this fender here. So I started on each end of there, each end, one here and on the other side, and then I started at these 2 center right here, and then just worked my way across to each end there. What I did was just drilled all of the holes and then mount the side, the 2 center and the side, and then just work my way through this portion of the lip here by just, as best as I can, evenly distributing the bolts across the whole lip there. So let me show you what it looks like under here. Oh, it's kind of dark, it's kind of barely see, but in these 2 portions of the lip here, there's like a hole, so you drill 2 through there, and then you guys can see there, I drilled all across the lip there on both sides. So I did have to remove the belly pan so that I have an easier access into here so that I can fully tighten down the nut and the bolt. The nut is a 10mm nut, and then the bolt is a 5/32 hex bit socket here that I use to tighten down all of the nut and bolt on the lip. Oh, and then the hole size, or the drill bit size, is here, and that was a 1/4 inch drill bit right here that I use for all of the holes for the nut and the bolt. So let me go ahead and recheck all of the nut and bolt, put the belly pan back on, and drop the car and show you guys how it look once the car is on the ground. So let me go ahead and do all that, get all of that done first. All right guys, all back together and back on the ground. Check it out. Dang, looks really good. Kind of dark, so you guys can't really see it too good, but you guys can tell it looks pretty aggressive already. So let me show you guys again tomorrow in the morning when the sun is out. And what do we got here? Can't go wrong with some In-N-Out, double and some fries. That's what I'm talking about. All right guys, just got home. It's the next day. There's still sunlight out. Now check out the front lip on the RS. Pull it out of the garage so you guys can look at it and get a much better look. Oh, still dark. It's in the shade, but you guys can see it much better out here. So much better. So like I said, this is the Maxton design front lip version 2, specifically for the RS4. Like I said earlier, when installing this, it sat really well with the bottom of the bumper here. Don't mind that, that's all messed up. Gotta get that fixed. Anyways, it sat really well on the lower portion of the front bumper, so mounting it and just installing it was easy, but it just took longer because of the drilling and the spacing of the bolt and nut process was just a little bit long and tedious, of course, trying to get it all even throughout. But other than that, it wasn't that bad of an install. Still not good from this angle. Let's see if you guys can see it better. There we go. But yeah, I decided to go with the V2 because to me it was the best looking one out of all of the lips that I've seen, specifically for the RS4. I wanted to go with a carbon version, but there's no carbon lips out there that, in my opinion, look really good compared to this Maxton V2 lip here. So that's why I decided to go with this one here. I do have experience with a Maxton lip, not on the B7 RS4, but in the past I had a B7 S4 and I did purchase a Maxton front lip for that. And you know, the quality of this is really good, but it is pretty brittle, pretty brittle compared to other lips out there. So if you hit something, it'll definitely crack. But I mean, it's still pretty strong as it is. So I still think that it's a good purchase on my end, or I recommend it to other people. But you know, if you plan to go really low and do hit things in the process of driving, that the lip is gonna crack for sure. All right guys, so that's gonna complete the install of the Maxton front lip on my B7 RS4. If you guys have any further questions or more detailed questions, just comment it down below and I will try my best to help you guys out. Anyways, that's gonna end it for this video here, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to help support my channel. Comment any sort of feedback to help my channel grow, and like this video if you guys like the new front lip on the B7 RS4. Thanks guys, I will see you guys in the next video.